monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light, it's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll, on tires that are running the light. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You're waiting, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the monster.
St. Louis, this is Monster Jam!
The first competition of the event will be JCB Racing Round 1. All 12 of our Monster Jam drivers have been seated in a bracket based off of a random draw. 4 of those drivers received an automatic bye into round number 2, leaving 8 drivers to face off head-to-head in round 1. So here we go. Get loud. St. Louis, are you ready for JCB Racing?
Up first, let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie! Working with a starter issue, but he's ready to rock now. It's Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck! The question is his stance fakey or goofy in the truck for all of you skateboarders out there? The competition debut of Tech Deck Wreck Tech happening here in St. Louis at our Sparkle Smash Bash with Target in our first race. We'll have Zombie versus Tech Deck Wreck Tech, and once these trucks get the signal to fire, they'll be pulling up to that starting line. Once they're staged, we go green. So Tech Deck Wreck Tech pulling up to the starting line first. Staged. Zombie pulling up to the line now. Zombie staged. It's time to go green. Your winner is Tech Deck Wreck Tech! Seeing the replay on the video board, Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck Wreck Tech, a 19.273. He moves on to round 2. Take on Vendetta. It is the black and green wrecking machine, Tyler Benninga, Gravedigger. His competition, they faced off quite a few times earlier this year on their Stadium Series. It's Dalton Widener and the competition debut of Shell Shocked. Shell Shocked with a 65% race win percentage this season. Gravedigger with a 77%. Two of the better racing records going head to head in round one. Lots of green out there right now. Gravedigger staged and ready. Shell Shock is staged. Slight advantage to Gravedigger. Your winner is Gravedigger. About a truck length win there for Gravedigger. Real smooth around this new course. Tyler Menninga really feeling it at 18.642 for Tyler Menninga Gravedigger. He faces JCB Digatron in round two. Up next, it's John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. We'll see if he's the teacher or the student here in round one. It's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy, born and raised in Illinois. We've got John Zimmer Jr. out of Michigan right now, Terminal Velocity. Both trucks moving to the line pretty quickly. Terminal Velocity staged, Classroom Crusher staged. Terminal Velocity needs to play catch up right now. Your winner is Classroom Crusher. Terminal Velocity was playing catch up from that first turn. And an unreal time there for Classroom Crusher. How did that happen? Classroom Crusher was the winner, right? So Classroom Crusher, the winner, moves on to round two, and he will face El Toro Loco, an 18.2 second pass for Classroom Crusher. Now our final pair in round one, it's Jamie Garner, Overboard. Big competition and the guest of honor for the Sparkle Smash Bash. It's Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. So final race in round one, winner takes on Wild Side in round two. So far, Tech Deck, Rec Deck, Gravedigger, Classroom Crusher, all advancing into round two. Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Moving her way in to the staging line. Sparkle Smash, ready to go. Overboard in position, ready to go. Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash, backing away from the starting line. All right, so Sparkle Smash moving to the line now. Kind of a scary moment there, like what was happening with Caleb Blood and Sparkle Smash, but she's ready to go, pulling up to the line. Overboard, stage, Sparkle Smash stage, here we go. Sparkle Smash with the early lead. final turn. A close race there at the end. Overboard making his way out to the pits right now. So here's the replay. Your winner is Overboard. A 19.879. So Overboard, Jamie Garner will face his son, Zach Garner, in Wildside in round 2. As we get ready for round 2 of JCB Racing, here's the lineup. We've got Tech Deck Rec Deck getting the win over Zombie. Tech Deck Rec Deck takes on Vendetta. Gravedigger has big competition in round 2 against Tristan England in JCB Digatron. Classroom Crusher gets the win over Terminal Velocity. He will face El Toro Loco in round 2. And then the final race, a father-son pairing, Wildside versus Overboard.
We made it St. Louis to the second round of JCB Racing. The 4 fastest drivers of round 1 are now facing off head-to-head with those 4 drivers that received a bye. Here in round number 2, the winners moving on to the semifinal round. St. Louis, are you ready for round 2 of JCB Racing?
Coming back for the second round, it's Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck Rec Deck. His competition in his first race of the afternoon, the 2023 Breakout Driver of the Year. It's Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Tech Deck Rec Deck getting right to that starting line. Vendetta almost there. Once he's staged, then we go green. Here we go. It's coming down to this final turn. Your winner is Tech Deck Rec Deck. Looking comfortable in this new design track here in St. Louis. And Tech Deck Rec Deck grinds his way into that semifinal round. An 18.734 for Tech Deck Rec Deck. Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck Rec Deck, going to take on the winner of this next race. Making his first appearance on the track today, it's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. It's Stadium Series champion versus Stadium Series champion. In the other lane, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. 2 of Monster Jam's best going head-to-head right now. JCB Digatron really trying to find that perfect spot to get the good jump off of the line. So we're just waiting for one of our drivers to move up a little more. JCB Digatron not quite at the start line yet. There it is. Your winner is Gravedigger! Kind of an uncharacteristic moment right there for Tristan England. JCB Digatron slow to get off the starting line. Did he not see the green light? Was he just not ready at that moment? But Tyler Mangana Gravedigger was the fastest time so far in JCB Racing, 17.893 for Gravedigger. Class is in session. It's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Making his first appearance in JCB Racing today. Get those bullhorns up for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Classroom Crusher already has one pass in racing today on this track. El Toro Loco getting his first look at the track today. El Toro Loco going straight to that starting line to stage. Classroom Crusher moving a little too far past the starting line to stage, so we're going to give our trucks one more second here to get them both staged in the right spot. Classroom Crusher, again, moving a little bit too far past that starting line. Brand new track, brand new design. Our drivers getting used to like the incline start here and trying to find kind of just the right way to angle the truck to go into that berm turn. So Classroom Crusher good and staged. El Toro Loco moving up to the line. Winner goes to the semifinal round. El Toro Loco with the early lead. We got to go to the times for this one and replay. What a close race. With a 17.963, your winner, El Toro Loco. Second fastest time of the afternoon, too, so far. So Tech Deck, Rec Deck, Gravedigger, El Toro Loco all ready for the semifinal round. One last race in our second round of JCB Racing. Father versus son. Let's hear it for Jamie Garner, overboard. His son, though, the 2024 JCB Racing World Champion. It's Zach Garner, wild side. Your winner is Wild Side. So son beats father in that round of racing there at 18.088 second pass for Zach Garner in Wild Side. He moves on to our semifinal round of racing. So our semifinal round features Tech Deck, Rec Deck, Bryce Kenny beating Zombie and Vendetta to get there, Gravedigger beating Shell Shocked and JCB Digatron. So now we have Tech Deck, Rec Deck versus Gravedigger in our first semifinal round matchup. Our other final round matchup, El Toro Loco, Armando Castro, upset over Classroom Crusher there, and Wildside's Zach Garner moves on. So Tech Deck, Rec Deck versus Gravedigger and El Toro Loco versus Wildside make up our semifinal round of JCB Racing.
We have made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. 4 trucks, 4 fastest times, 2 winners moving on to the final round, looking to claim the first 12 points of the event. St. Lunatics, are you ready for the semifinal round of JCB Racing?
So we've got the newest Monster Jam truck in competition versus a legend in the Monster Jam world. We've got Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Rec Deck versus Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. And the winner moves to the final round of racing. Now here are 2 guys who are good friends behind the scenes, but right now they are enemies. And both pushing for this big win to get into that final round. Your winner is Gravedigger! Bryce Kenny out there doing some tricks. And Tech Deck, Rec Deck slowed him down, so that gives Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, and an 18-second pass. He moves into the final round, and he will face the winner of this next race. El Toro Loco taking the red lane. Wildside moving over to the gray lane. 2 rising stars in Monster Jam. One of them a World Finals champion. The other hoping to be a World Finals champion someday. Where are all my El Toro Loco fans at? And where are the Wildside fans at? Winner gonna face big competition in the final round. Whoever wants it more gets Gravedigger in that final round race. El Toro staged. Wildside staged. Let's go! Your winner is Wildside! Zach Garner, Wildside with the win. Smoke coming out of the engine as he crosses the finish line. A 17.841. Wildside laying down the fastest time so far in JCB Racing.
That's one. There we go. All right, we need those lights out. Let me see those cell phone lights out. Let me see those cell phone lights out. Let me see it. Let me see it. All right, here we go. Now you got to follow instruction. Here we go. Ready? Left, right, 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 left. Sing this with me. Robbie yelling about. Woo! There you go. Sing with us. All right. Now freeze. Now let me see you shake your light, shake your light, shake your light, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Hey. Now if your section is a party section, we need noise while you're shaking your light. We need noise while you're shaking your light. Let me hear you. Woo! All right, you ready? You got to follow instructions. Here we go. All right, here we go. Left, right, 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 left, right. Somebody, anybody scream. Copy. If you're ready for the finals, somebody, anybody, everybody scream!
This is it, St. Louis! We have made it to the final round of JCB Racing. Your two fastest competitors ready to face off and take the first 12 points of the event. Monster Jam fans, are you ready to meet your final competitors?
Up first, the 2024 JCB Racing World Finals Champion. It's Zach Garner, Wild Side. He was his Stadium Series champion this year. 10 final round racing wins this season. Representing the team out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. A major final round upset. Zach Garner, Wildside, gets the win over Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. The former World Finals racing champion looking good behind the wheel. Another blazing fast time, a 17.6 second pass. Let's hear it for Zach Garner, Wildside.
Zach, what a victory! victory. Not only was that the first racing win of the fall series, it was your first racing victory in a stadium of 2025 and also the fastest time of the night. Talk to us about how you navigated the tricky sight lines to clinch this victory.
You know what? Yesterday we didn't even get a practice. The motor blew up in intro, so we've spent all night trying to get a motor put in this thing. We finished it this morning. This one's for all them guys back there in the back. Oliver, Mark, Logan, Jeff, my dad, everybody back there for staying up till 2 a.m. this morning, coming in here back at 7:30, getting this thing ready to rip. You know what? This one's for them, but this track out here, it's going to be bad fast all year long.
The track made for a very exciting racing bracket, but there's also a lot of possibility out here when it comes to the skills competition.
You know what? There's so many different angles, so many different lips. You can do stoppies, combos, poppers, anything else off of. It's all going to depend on you amazing fans up there in the stands. How loud, how crazy, how wild you guys get. It's going to depend how we get in these trucks. So let's hear it, St. Louis! Awesome round of JCB Racing. Congratulations again to our first winner, Wildside. Zach Garner kicks it off with the first 12 points of the event en route to the VKT Overall Event Championship with 2 more competitions. A total of 24 points remains if you were to win skills and freestyle. Gravedigger right now second with 11 points. El Toro Loco in third with 10. Then we have Tech Deck, Rec Tech, Classroom Crusher, and Vendetta rounding out our top 6 competitors right now. And up next is going to be our 2-wheel skills challenge.
Monster Jam fans, throughout the event, you're going to see me playing some games with all of these amazing fans, and I found 3 really cool siblings. We got Brooklyn, Bryn, and Bentley, and it is time for the Monster Jam Mini Jam animated race. So let's get those mini jams up there, and we are all going to watch to see who takes this race. We got Zombie in the house, JCB Digatron, and Sparkle Smash. So Brooklyn, you're the eldest. You have a lot of responsibility. Who do you think is going to win that race?
Sparkle Smash!
It is a Sparkle Smash Bash. So let's see if Caleb Blood and Sparkle Smash can take this race. Let's count them down. Are you ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go racing. Okay, JCB has taken an early lead. And Zombie is in there. Ooh, not so good for Sparkle Smash. Come on, St. Louis, we need you to make some noise.
Sparkle Smash!
Come on, Sparkle Smash! Let's win these siblings a prize. Will she pull it off? Oh no, JCB Digatron has taken the race. But you know what? I think JCB has won enough. So I am still going to make sure that the 3 of you become winners, and you have won yourself this Spin Master playset. This is the JCB Smash and Bash for the 3 of you, but you got to share. Are you going to share?
Yeah.
What do you think? You're going to share? Yeah. Oh, I don't believe you at all. So let's give it to Brooklyn. Everybody here in St. Louis, make some noise for Brooklyn, Bentley, and Bryn. Here you go.
It's time for our second competition of the event, our skills challenge, where each truck and driver gets 2 attempts at their best trick on 2 VKT tires or 1 donut attempt. If you've got your Monster Jam yearbook, you get a description of some of these moves, or you're going to see them in person. We're looking for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, combinations, and more. And it's up to you to pick our winner. And for more on that and how you get involved in our skills challenge, let's check back in the stands with David Mila.
That's right, Ryan. So this is your opportunity, Monster Jam fans. Get on judgeszone.com because the power is now in your hands. At the end of each run, you'll have 20 seconds. So expert tip, keep judgeszone.com open. You can scan that QR code, head over on your smartphone. You're going to input 3 letters when you see it, STL, hit submit, and then that BKT tire will show up. Now you slide that up or down depending on whatever score you wish to give, but we're counting on you to be fair and accurate with your Judges Zone scores. So head on over to judgeszone.com. Now I just got one question. Here we go. Are you ready for your 2-wheel skills challenge? Let's go.
Get those zombie arms up. The man coming from Howell, Michigan, competing next year on Arena Championship Series East. It's John Zimmer Sr., Zombie. Zombie lining up for one of our newly designed Monster Jam Rams for our skills challenge. Zombie kissing the dirt right now. Dancing the beak. He tires around a little bit too. John Zimmer Sr. finding that perfect balance point right now in Zombie. Let's go. Zombie walking the run right there. One more attempt for Zombie.
Let me see those zombie arms, St. Louis, and make some noise for John Zimmer Sr., Zombie. Judgeszone.com, 20 seconds.
Make sure to get those scores in. John Zimmer Sr. out of the truck, watching the replay right now. Great balance there in that first attempt. Second attempt looked like he was going for a slap wheelie, but the truck didn't land the way he probably wanted it to get the momentum for those front BKT tires to lift off the... He mashes the gas pedal. You can see too, kind of messing with the rear steer, turning the tires a little bit, adding some flair to that walk there with Zombie for attempt number 1. And again, this is your first chance to lock in a score at judgeszone.com. Scores for Zombie are in, and the score is a 7.137. 7.137. So you see all of your fan scores added together and averaged. And we've got our expert score. So we take the fan score, the expert score, and average those two, and that's how we get our final score for each truck and driver. So Zombie right now leading the pack, 7.137. Up next, our 2024 Rising Star of the Year. From Tennessee, it's Dalton Widener, Shell Shocked. Great stoppy moonwalk combo right there. Move number 1. And keeping that body intact too for that brand new Shell Shock debut truck that will be competing in 2026. So one more attempt now for Dalton Widener and Shell Shocked.
He can't stop! He won't stop! Make some noise for Dalton Widener, Shell Shocked! 20 seconds on the clock. St. Louis, use code STL, judgeszone.com.
Dalton Widener and that Throttle Monster truck with Shell Shocked will be competing next year on Stadium Championship Series West. And looking forward to that too. What a great, like a young driver really making a name for himself, especially this season in his Stadium Championship Series. Now with the new truck, he's got everybody talking right now. All right, scores are in. Score to beat, Zombie 7.137. Score for Shell Shocked is 7.862. Your new leader, Shell Shocked. Really did a great job of just balancing that truck nice and smoothly, walking it back and forth for both of his attempts. So Shell Shock, your current leader, 7.862. Zombie right now, second place, 7.137. Up next, let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. You'll see Terminal Velocity on Arena Championship Series East in 2026. Hoping to get back to World Finals, and so close to a real big moment at World Finals this year in the skills competition. Didn't quite pull off the kind of moonwalk backflip that he was trying to do. So close, so we'll see what he's got here. Into a combo. John Zimmer Jr. turning things up a little bit in our two-wheel skills competition. Terminal Velocity definitely known for the combo moves in this competition in arena settings, but has more space on this track to really try some cool stuff. So we'll see what we get for attempt number 2. Using the side of the ramp to get on those front 2 BKT tires. Not a whole lot of room where he's at right now. Let's see what he can pull out here.
Little John! What? Okay! Make some noise, St. Louis, for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal velocity. 20 seconds on the clock. Head over to judgeszone.com.
Both attempts, flawless execution from John Zimmer Jr. Terminal velocity. It felt like he was balancing on those front two tires in that first attempt forever. But this second attempt, what a unique way to get the truck on those front two BKT tires. Scores are in. Score to beat, Shell Shock, 7.862. The score for terminal velocity is 8.787. Your new leader, terminal velocity. Nine trucks to go in our skills challenge. Terminal velocity now the leader with an 8.787. Shell Shocked in second. And Zombie in third. Again, 9 trucks remain in our skills competition. Our Monster Jam officials pointing out that that was her first attempt. So Sparkle Smash gets one more attempt in the skills challenge.
That's going to do it for Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash. You can see the frustration there. Head on over to judgeszone.com, Monster Jam fans, and let her know what you thought. 20 seconds.
Word from our Monster Jam officials, probably a transmission just not helping her cause in the skills challenges. So what she was trying to do, she was going to go up the backside of that Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp and pop it up onto the front tires and walk around on those front two BKT tires. But the truck, as she makes the attempt, breaks, and the scores are in for Sparkle Smash. It's a 2.977. Tough break for Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash, but hopefully that crew will be able to get that truck back and ready to go for Freestyle. Let's hear it for Sparkle Smash, though, St. Louis. Somebody make some noise for Kayla Blood. So Terminal Velocity holds the lead right now, 8.787. Dalton Widener, Shell Shocked, second with a 7.862. Zombie third with a 7.137, and Sparkle Smash now in fourth.
At the very beginning of the event, Tech Deck Rec Deck made everybody a little bit nervous in the back, including this guy, crew chief for Tech Deck Rec Deck. It is Matt Del Santer. Now, Matt, the truck wasn't turning over. It wasn't starting. So this is the starter. Talk to us about what you were speculating what was going on.
So when I got back here, the truck wasn't starting, but we could hear it spinning. So this gear actually spins and it engages the flex plate, which therefore spins the motor over. We could hear this gear spinning. For some reason, it was not engaging the flex plate. So what we did was we actually cranked the motor over by hand to try to mesh the gears better, and it fired right up, and we haven't seen that problem since.
Perfect. And sometimes these trucks just have a little bit of a mind of their own, don't they?
Oh, for sure. I mean, this was super unexpected, and the fact that it hasn't done it again, it honestly makes me a little uneasy because I want that truck out on that floor performing. This is its debut weekend. I've been so hyped for this, and for that to happen, I feel really defeated, but we're going to get it fixed, and it's going to be out there tonight.
Well, Matt, we know that the two of you are a champion team, and we're excited to see Tech Deck Rec Deck back out there on the track. Let's get back to the action with the skills challenge.
Get your judgeszone.com ready for your next score. It's Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Score to beat, terminal velocity, 8.787. Awesome slap wheelie across the floor for move number 1. Can't ask for a better setup. Great air off that new Monster Jam designed ramp for our skills competition and freestyle. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, definitely taking advantage of that as he gets ready for attempt number 2.
Put your hands together, Monster Jam fans, for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Judgeszone.com is open, 20 seconds.
Watching the replay of the first attempt, awesome slap wheelie. You see the power just going to those back BKT tires and that 10,000-pound truck just walking across the stadium floor here. Awesome. And it looked like the second attempt maybe going for a bicycle, but didn't quite get away from that ramp. And so it's just kind of stuck to it. And so then he just hit the gas and got some nice air there too. Scores are in. Score for Vendetta is 5.935. 5.935 for Vendetta. Up next, it's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. This driver has grown up in this competition and really helped elevate our skills competitions to what it is today. He is your 2025 Stadium Championship Series West champion. He was also the Freestyle Mania champion this year. So far, 2 series in the bag for this guy. Let's see if he can make it 3 by the end of this one. Nice combo into a slap wheelie for JCB Digatron. Wasn't sure he was going to make it all the way over that one ramp. And so he just decided to go for an awesome combo right there. One more attempt from JCB Digatron.
Make some noise for the Texas boy. That's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Head over to judgeszone.com. You know what to do.
Absolute masterclass here from JCB Digatron. Watching the replay, I mean, the way he just sets that truck up with confidence, moves it forward a little bit, decides, he's deciding right here, he's like, do I want to launch it? Is this attempt number 2 here? Yeah, so what he was gonna try to do, it looked like, was pop it back up into another wheelie there. But combo after combo for JCB Digatron. The question is, does that mean a big score in our skills challenge? Score to beat. Terminal velocity, 8.787. Tristan England, JCB Digatron sitting there, eagerly waiting his score. And he'll be coming back later this year. It's an 8.503. Second place right now for JCB Digatron. All right, watch the video board right now for our next driver. Camden Murphy has the highest skills average score of all of our competition drivers here at 8.179, but he's going to need a higher score than that if he wants to take the lead. Playing it safe, setting it back down, although a nice little moonwalk up that ramp. But that left tire was hanging over the edge, so smart call to set it down. Camden Murphy getting ready for attempt number 2 in Classroom Crusher. Looks like he might be lining up for a bicycle.
Class is in session. That's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. 20 seconds on the clock, St. Louis. Head over to judgeszone.com.
Definitely girding out there, taking a very calculated risk, knowing that that truck could end up on its lid, but he ends up setting it back on all 4 BKT tires out of that bicycle. And Camden Murphy out of the truck right now. Let's get Classroom Crusher. All right, scores are locked for Classroom Crusher. Score is 8.137 for Classroom Crusher. So he sits in third place right now. Terminal velocity, your current leader, 8.787. JCB Digatron in second, 8.503. We just saw Classroom Crusher. No one yet in a 9-point anything score yet. But also we got a little gap there too between 5 and 7. So somebody needs to throw a 6 in that 7 sometime here sooner. But also, can somebody get a 9 or above? We've got a handful of competitors left. And up next, it's Jamie Garner overboard. Let's go, Jamie Garner overboard. Awesome wheelie over that big giant mound there. Moment there too where it looked like he might have set it down a little too early, but he stuck with it and walked all the way over that pod with those back 2 BKT tires.
Put your hands together, Monster Jam fans, for Jamie Gardner. Overboard. 20 seconds on the clock. Head over to judges zone.
So that second attempt, trying to throw the truck in reverse to then get the balance on those front two BKT tires. Sounds like maybe popped it into neutral there, and man, you heard them horses scream from overboard as we watch the first attempt here. Awesome reverse wheelie here, getting that perfect balance right about there. It looked like he was almost going to set it back down, but he knew what to do and mashed the gas, walking it all the way over that giant ramp, which we're going to see somebody flying over that with Freestyle later. All right, scores are in. Score for overboard is 6.423. 6.423. Right now, overboard sits in 6th. Competition, I feel like, designed perfectly for this truck. Here comes Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. Running out of room there. Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. Nice execution in the setup. Truck also kind of moving to the left a little bit. So Bryce Kenny right now, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck, finding a different spot on the track for his second attempt. It looks like he's going to try where Caleb Blood did earlier.
Respect the deck! Monster Jam fans! Give it up for Bryce Kenny! Tech Deck, Wreck Deck! 20 seconds, let him know what you thought about that run.
So getting the truck on those front two BKT tires, also then doing something that we've just really started to see in some of these combo moves where mashes the gas, gets the truck to bounce, but then puts it back on those front BKT tires and does that a couple times here. So combo for Bryce Kenny in the Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. Scores are in. The score for Tech Deck, Wreck Deck is 8.725, good enough for second place. Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. Seeing the replay on the video board as our Monster Jam Tech officials check on Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. There you see the bounce, then he throws it back into reverse to get it back on the front two tires like that. Then do it one more time, just back and forth between reverse and drive with that truck. And so Bryce Kennedy, great execution and so close to first place. We have terminal velocity at 8.787, your current leader.
Are you guys having fun out there? Are you having fun out there? I don't believe you. If you're having fun, on the count of 3, let me hear you scream. 1, 2, 3. Ow! Woo. Oh, if your section is a party section, let me see you partying. Let me see. All right, somebody make some noise.
Get those bullhorns up. Up next, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Great start to the competition for El Toro Loco. Armando Castro giving us a different angle, a different ramp face to pop that truck onto those front two BKT tires. And the bolt blowing smoke, the crowd here loving it. Keep it going for El Toro Loco. And get your scores in at judgeszone.com. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, the first driver to successfully walk on the front tires over that entire ramp, and a really quick transition right into it too. He did not waste time walking up the back side of that ramp. Little fiberglass kiss there from the bull on the dirt, and the crowd cheering crazy loud for that moment too. And then Armando Castro realized, boom, set it down, did it perfectly. Scores are in. Score for El Toro Loco is 8.773, so close to first place. Terminal velocity still your leader at 8.787. Up next, Tyler Menninga. Here comes Gravedigger. Getting a little sketchy there. Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. Kind of hitting past that 90-degree mark there with the front of the truck, but sets it back down. Gets ready for attempt number 2. we're turning up in our skills competition. Now get your scores in at judgeszone.com. For Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, nice kind of moonwalk, just walking around for the first attempt, but that second attempt, bicycle into a sidewall save, into another sidewall save. I thought that thing was going to be just wrinkled up at the end of this. I thought we were going to see fiberglass everywhere, but nope, Tyler Menninga, calm, cool, collected in our skills competition. Scores are being calculated right now, judgeszone.com, and the score to beat, terminal velocity 8.78. The score for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger is 9.099. Your new leader, Gravedigger. Now we watch the replay on the video board. Nice and slow going into that first save right there. Right there, I thought he was going to roll over, but no. Gravedigger, black and green wrecking machine, came to win. And right now, Gravedigger, your current leader in our skills challenge, 9.099. Terminal velocity in second. El Toro Loco third. Tech Deck Rec Deck fourth. JCB Digatron fifth. And our final competitor is next, your racing winner in the final round of JCB Racing. Hoping to grab another 12 points right now. It's Zach Garner, Wild Side. 9.099, the score to beat. Great attempt, number one for Zach Garner, Wild Side. You can see him making some adjustments inside as he gets ready for our second attempt. And the final attempt in our skills competition. Going for the bicycle attempt number two. Let's hear it for Zach Garner in Wild Side. And you need to get your scores in, judgeszone.com. Again, judgeszone.com. If you haven't scored yet, feel free to join the party at judgeszone.com and use that code STL as you lock in your score for Zach Garner Wild Side. Again, loving this new move that's kind of come into some of these stadiums, this bounce here. Getting it right back onto those front BKT tires too, and then Zach Garner's like, man, that was awesome. I'm gonna set it down and go for another attempt. An awesome bicycle, not able to kind of get the momentum to do something like we saw with Gravedigger, but we'll see what you thought as Wild Side's scores are in. The score for Wild Side is 7.426. That means with a 9.099, your winner, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. So with that second 12 points of the event go to Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, and he's on the floor with KCG.
You've snagged the very first Skills Challenge win of our Fall Stadium Series. Talk to us about how you made the decision to come out here and show these fans something they hadn't yet seen today, back-to-back sidewall donuts.
Yeah, you know what, my first move, I was bummed because I had this plan of the way that was going to go, and it just didn't work out. So you know what, I was kind of a little bummed on that one. And honestly, that bicycle was such a risk because of how slick this dirt is out here. They watered the track before the event. I felt it in racing, and I was like, man, do I do a bicycle? Do I risk failing an attempt for these St. Louis fans? And I'm glad I took that risk, baby. You got to risk it for the biscuit. When you're in the Dome, St. Louis, are you guys having fun at Monster Jam tonight?
We know that these St. Louis Monster Jam fans are ready for our final competition of the day, Monster Jam Freestyle. You are final, the last truck in the lineup for Monster Jam Freestyle. What are some benefits, but also some challenges with going last?
Yeah, you know what? Freestyle is what Gravedigger's known for, baby. And you guys have been coming here and watching Gravedigger in this dome for many, many years. What I can tell you guys is that I didn't come for racing. I didn't come for two-wheel. They're awesome competitions. But what Gravedigger team is here for is Monster Jam Freestyle, baby. That's why all of you guys are here tonight, is to see that black and green truck get ran straight into the ground right here in the dome. So if you guys want to see me drive as hard as I can, I want to hear you guys. St. Louis, are you ready for freestyle?
Let's hear it for Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash! It's been a wild afternoon so far for Caleb Blood and Sparkle Smash, but that great success landed on that camper, just crushing it to smithereens. Caleb Blood, again, 5 stunts, 5 cities on this Fall Stadium Tour. Make sure to follow along at monsterjam.com or on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube right now, chat, let us know what you thought of that Sparkle Smash high flying stunt crunch. Our Sparkle Smash Bash sponsored by Target, and this fall you'll be able to get your own Sparkle Smash truck exclusively at Target. All right, we've got the RV being pulled off right now. One more time, let's hear it for Sparkle Smash. St. Louis, we've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Put your hands together, Monster Jam fans, for Mike Christensen Vendetta. Back to judgeszone.com, city code STL. Let's get on those phones.
So a great start to freestyle there for Mike Christensen Vendetta, and big air to a massive leap. And then after that, something with the truck may have broken, but Mike Christensen definitely limping that Monster Jam truck off of the floor, unable to finish the full freestyle run, but a great start to our competition. Now we wait to see where your scores land at judgeszone.com. Scores are in. Score for Vendetta is 6.226, 6.226 for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Now I want everyone here, everyone, to get your zombie arms out. Let's see a sea of St. Louis zombie arms waving around, because up next it's John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. He's even doing it in the truck too.
Here we go. Make some noise for John Zimmer Sr. Zombie.
Not sure if you've ever watched any of the zombie movies or shows where, you know, just appendages just fall off right there, and you watched it slowly break off, and then the tire just kind of rolls away. And so since John Zimmer Sr. did not complete an official amount of time, so first 30 seconds of the run, then he will not receive a score at judgeszone.com. But lots of brains and lots of appendages all over the place. One more time, let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. John Zimmer Sr. Zombie in 2026, going to be on Arena Championship Series East. Follow him at monsterjam.com.
Here we go, Monster Jam fans. I am here with Kingston, a longtime Monster Jam fan and a future host, he tells me. He says that he wants to take my job one day. But Kingston, we're going to put you to the test, my man. Of course, you know that Kayla Blood is here celebrating the first year of Sparkle Smash. So we're going to put you head-to-head against Kayla. Showdown, 15 seconds on the clock. As many ice cream flavors as you can list. But Kayla's going to go first. So let's see what Kayla can put up on the board. Delicious. Okay, that's a score of 9. No more, Kayla. Don't try to cheat. So that is a 9. What do you think, Kingston? You think you can beat that?
I think I can beat that.
Well, let's find out, man. Here we go. 15 seconds on the clock. Cheer 'em on, St. Louis. Let's see that clock. All righty. We'll just count this down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Vanilla, chocolate, cookie dough, mint, cotton candy, pistachio, cherry, strawberry, cotton candy. Oh, wait, I already said that. Oh, okay.
Oh, you got it. I saw a 9. We're going to put that 9 back up. And here we go. Just like in baseball, the tie goes to the runner. You have won yourself 4 tickets to come back here in January for Monster Jam. That is January 17th and 18th here in St. Louis. That is 4 tickets for you and your family, Kingston. So I'll see you back over here, man. Give a noise, St. Louis.
Looking to go the full 2 minutes. The bucking ball. Here comes Armando Castro. Get those bull horns up for El Toro Loco. He's won 3 BKT overall event championships this year. Great score in 2-wheel skills. Looking for a big score in freestyle. Here goes El Toro Loco. .63 seconds on the clock for Armando Castro. El Toro Loco truck shut off. He gets to refire and continue on.
¡Ese toro está loco! ¡Un poquitito loco! Make some noise! Armando Castro, El Toro Loco! JudgesZone.com, 20 seconds.
Interesting freestyle there for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. The truck just didn't seem like it wanted to work in a few moments, but when it did, boy, did he send that bull, man. Big air for Armando Castro, bouncing around all over the place in freestyle. Crispy donut to kind of cap things off there. And again, a weird few moments there where the truck seemed like it just didn't want to keep running, but he pushed through, and El Toro Loco, Armando Castro out of the truck. Scores are in. Score for El Toro Loco is an 8.037. Your new leader, El Toro Loco. Ready to rock the house, it's Dalton Widener, Shell Shocked.
can't stop, won't stop. Dalton Widener, shell shocked. Make some noise, St. Louis. Let's go. JudgesZone.com, 20 seconds.
Making its competition debut this weekend and going home with a body that looks pretty undamaged. Dalton Widener filling the clock, big momentum, big air too, and hitting just about every angle of every ramp out there in freestyle. So in a 2-minute freestyle, those are some of the things that we're really looking for, that momentum, the use of the different obstacles and the tricks that come along with it. That didn't get that wow moment, but we'll see what the scores are as our scores for Shell Shocked are in, and the score is 6.818 right now. Second place for Shell Shocked. Up next, let's hear it for Jamie Garner, Overboard. Jamie Garner, Overboard, competing on Stadium Championship Series West in 2026 with his son. The 2025 St. Jude Ambassador of the Year, one big freestyle win earlier this year in Anaheim. So Overboard definitely ready for another freestyle win. Let's see what he's got. To get speed right now. The transmission just didn't want to play during freestyle.
He gave it his all. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Jamie Garner.
So Jamie Garner, Overboard, a tough end to the weekend here in St. Louis. Yeah, that transmission, it just basically said bye-bye towards the beginning of that freestyle, but he just kept pushing. He was hoping to get just a little bit of juice, do anything, but the truck just kind of sits there at the top of that pod. So here's the first big hit, big air, and from there it just didn't seem like the truck was getting the juice it needed. So scores are in and a 1-point deduction for Jamie Garner, Overboard. It's a 4.742. 4.742 for Jamie Garner, Overboard.
All right, let's find out who won our sing-along competition earlier. Kids or adult? Who sings better, kids or adult? All right, kids, let me hear you. You ready? All right, make some noise for the kids. All right, fellas and ladies, all my adults, here you go. Let me hear you. About 10 seconds. Who won? Who won? Who won? All right, let me hear you. Woo! All right, let's keep cheering on. We're back to freestyle.
Next competitor, the 2025 Arena Freestyle of the Year winner and the series champion for Arena Championship Series Central. Here comes John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Line it up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Into the moonwalk. Keep it going for Terminal Velocity.
Little John, turned down for what? Make some noise, everybody. John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. 20 seconds on the clock. Let them know what's up.
Get your scores in at judgeszone.com. John Zimmer Jr. absolutely pumped, and rightfully so. We had the wow moments. We had the Morgan and Morgan backflip. We had the big air to follow, too. And now it's time to find out if it's enough to take the lead. The score to beat El Toro Loco, 8.037. The score for Terminal Velocity is 9.298. Your new leader, Terminal Velocity. Here's the replay. So one of the many big air moments from John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. That door just bouncing all over the place. I don't even know if that thing works anymore. It just likes to hang open, just like he does, hanging wide open with that throttle. Here's the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Great bounce off. And then the way the truck bounces into that moonwalk. Perfect stuff right there from John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. And this is my favorite part. After they hit that backflip, it's time to go full send, and that is Send It Motorsports. And so a big congratulations, John Zimmer Jr., your current leader in Terminal Velocity. Score to beat 9.298. Up next, it's Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. We got all the hype today with the Sparkle Smash Bash with Target, but also coming out of the tunnel in Sparkle Smash, the 2025 Extreme Air winner. Make some noise for Sparkle Smash! Sparkle Smash going for the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Everybody Sparkle Smash! Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash getting it done. Say what's up, Kayla. Woo, JudgesZone.com is open. Let her know what you think.
Kayla Blood, the Sparkle Smash Bash in the Fall Stadium Series here. She's going to be busting out more stunts at every stadium for the next 4 weekends after this. Oh, cartwheel down there from Kayla Blood. Feeling great. Come on, Sparkle Smash fans, make some noise. Scores are in for competitor on Stadium Championship Series West in 2026. Score for Sparkle Smash is 8.838. Sparkle Smash is in second place. Watching the replay there, great highlights from Sparkle Smash. Big air, the Morgan and Morgan backflip. A moment or two there, too, where she really had the truck unsettled. And then at the end there, just holding it down for some donuts. And currently Sparkle Smash in second. Terminal Velocity still in first, 9.298. Sparkle Smash second. El Toro Loco third. Shell Shock in fourth right now. Vendetta fifth. And Overboard currently in sixth. He's been in the mix all night. Let's hear it for Zach Garner. Wild Side. Started with a racing win. Was about fourth place, maybe fifth in our skills competition. Has an opportunity for the BKT Overall Event Championship. Definitely needs all 12 points in freestyle though.
Take a walk on the wild side! Zach Gardner, wild side. Here we go. JudgesZone.com, 20 seconds. You know what to do.
Looks like upside down is the wild side for Zach Gardner, and there's were reports that there was maybe an issue with the truck, so that's kind of why he used a very just wild path there to try to get the truck to do something wild and fun. And right there in that last hit there too, you can see the rear steer kind of kicked out as he's going to hit that ramp. That's not necessarily what you want the truck to do, but at that point, that after the refire, he just said, I'm just going to try something wild, and we almost got a really wild moment there for Zach Gardner, wild side. So scores coming in at JudgesZone.com. Score for wild side is 6.225. 6.225 for wild side.
We want to take a minute to kind of get inside the mind. Our drivers, we've got Armando Castro, driver of El Toro Loco. Armando, when you're dealing with a brand new track design, it's your first freestyle out here, you got to figure out where you're going to go and kind of what your flow is going to be. Is that one of the challenging parts of this design, is finding that flow in freestyle?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is a whole new track that we haven't seen before, so it's kind of all even playing field. Nobody knows what's going to happen, so I felt like I was the guinea pig going number 3. I just want to apologize to you guys, everybody here. I don't know what was going on with that truck. That truck kept shutting off, but I kept refiring, and I said, you know what? We're just going to live it out there for the Monster Jam fans. We tried, we went big, but the truck just didn't want to, continue firing. But it is what it is. I'm here to have a good time with you guys. I know the guys and girls coming up are still going to throw down. I'm ready. I'm going to give it up right now. I know Tristan England and Diggatron and Gravedigger, Tyler Menninger are about to destroy this track, and I can't wait. St. Louis, are you ready for some more Monster Jam Freestyle? Make some noise!
Terminal velocity, John Zimmer Jr. still holding on to the top spot, 9.298, the score to beat. Four trucks left. Our next competitor in Calgary last week on Sunday won the freestyle competition. 2023 Breakout Driver of the Year. Let's hear it for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Don't miss Camden Murphy on Stadium Championship Series East in 2026. The question, though, what Monster Jam truck will he be driving? Lots of guesses, but no answers yet from Camden Murphy. The only thing we're going to get is some freestyle action. Here we go.
Camden Murphy turning homework into horsepower. Classroom Crusher. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com. Let them know.
So Camden Murphy had all of the things that were really lining up to be a great freestyle run, and if he would have saved that, I'm pretty sure those scores at judgeszone.com would have put him in the top spot. But we got big air, and we got some wild moments, but is it enough to take the lead? Score to beat, terminal velocity, 9.298. Score for Classroom Crusher is 7.776. Classroom Crusher sits in fourth place.
Where are my dancers at? Wait, hold on. Hold on. What section is the party section? Make noise right now. Let me hear you. All right, before I play that song, I want to see. We're going to see your section, if you can follow directions. Here we go.
Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands.
I don't hear you. All right, wait, hold on. Let's try another one. Let's see if you know this one. I don't hear you. Oh, did you get that right? All right, let's try this one. You know when to clap? Here we go. Who got it right? What section got it the most right? What section? Make noise. Well, then your section is the party section. Make some noise for your party section, y'all. Ow! How you doing? Thank you. Woo! All right, let's get back to freestyle.
It is the competition freestyle debut of Bryce Kenny, Tech Deck, Wreck Deck. Bryce Kenny known for viral moments in 2025. Let's see what we get in St. Louis. Heading towards that Morgan & Morgan backflip.
Oh, Bryce Kenny! Respect the deck! Say it with your chest! Cook it up! Bryce is the chef! Tech, tech, wreck, tech! 20 seconds, judgezone.com. Let's go!
Awesome backflip of the Morgan & Morgan backflip, and then to the, just looking for the biggest air possible. You could see Bryce Kenny was on a mission to send that Tech Deck Wreck Deck. The question is, did he do enough to take the lead as we watch some of the moments here? The Morgan & Morgan backflip, great execution.
I'm gonna get people standing.
The way the truck also bounces up on those front tires, gets a little moonwalk in there, and then at this point, it's just pedal to the metal. Where can I send it for Bryce Kenny Tech Deck Wreck Deck? And those scores are in. Score to beat. Terminal velocity, 9.298. The score for Bryce Kenny is 8.883. Second place for Bryce Kenny Tech Deck Wreck Deck. Smooth into that Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Just in England, JCB Digatron. 20 seconds, judges zone. Give him some love.
He still had about 50 seconds left on the clock, and I love it. The Morgan and Morgan backflip, and then where's the biggest ramp I can launch my Monster Jam truck off of for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. So here he goes. He moved right into that backflip real quick. And then as he gets it ready, just looks for that biggest ramp he can find. And there it is. And now we watch that kind of wild landing there, funny bounce. And the truck just stops there. Tristan England, though, out of the truck, ready for his score. The score for JCB Digatron is 8.482. 8.482 for Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
All right. If you came with somebody you care about or your best friend, I need some noise right now. Let me hear you if you're with them. Ow! All right. A little dance competition just for your section. Are you the best dancer? Let me see it. Ow! I like that dance move. Woo. There you go. Whoop, whoop. Hey guys, our next and final truck is Gravedigger. Who's excited to see Gravedigger? Wait a minute. Let's show Gravedigger some real energy. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. All right, if you're ready for the legend, let him hear you and make some noise.
Gravedigger setting up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
the Gravedigger. 20 seconds for the last time tonight. Let's go to judgeszone.com.
Wild stuff there from the black and green wrecking machine. And, you know, when it comes to Gravedigger, you wouldn't expect anything less as we watch the replay. Hitting the Morgan and Morgan backflip, then just going full send afterwards. Here he is out of the truck right now. Let's hear it for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. All right, so he's up on the top of his truck. He's waiting to see what the score is. Scores are in. The score for Gravedigger is 9.312. Gravedigger, your freestyle winner. And now we'll add those 12 points to his total. And our BKT overall event champion is Gravedigger!
Tyler, congratulations. You are back on top with the first overall event championship of the season. That freestyle competition as a whole was a fight to the finish, but you closed us out right, and you gave these St. Louis fans a freestyle that they wanted to see.
That's right. You know what? I know when that Gravedigger truck pulls in that dome, every time I'm driving, I don't mess around. I'm only 5 hours from home, and I'm telling you guys right now, I was 12 years old, sitting in section 416 over there, watching Dennis Anderson in 2011, baby. All I can do is try and recreate the feeling I felt in the stands that night for each and every one of you guys. You know what? You fans are what drive us. You've been supporting this truck for over 40 years. I will drive like that every time for each and every one of you guys. The trophies are cool. You guys are what matters to me. St. Louis, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.
Congratulations again, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, our BKT overall event champion, and a few other drivers so close to taking that. But we've got more stops on this fall stadium series. David, you're going to Arlington next, I hear, right?
That's right. We're going to Arlington. We'll stay there in Houston, bounce around. I mean, it's going to be a good time that we're setting up here.
A lot of Sparkle Smash Bash, more Sparkle Smash stunts. What did you think of that camper landing today? Like,
unbelievable. I just know that Kayla was so thrilled, and then she had an awesome freestyle run to cap it off. I mean, what a great way to kick off her own bash.
It absolutely was an awesome time, and we're looking forward to coming back in January. Get the info on all of the rest of this season and next year at monsterjam.com. For KCG and David Mila, I'm Ryan Lacoste. Thank you to everyone here in St. Louis for joining us for Monster Jam. Make sure to get your tickets for the next event, monsterjam.com. St. Louis, that was Monster Jam.